The seasons come and go, and so does the cycle of life. Women weather many storms in this cycle of life, often at the cost of their own health. SEWA started its health activities to help women protect their health. We started our health work in the 70s. It was a struggle to reach out and provide health information to our members.
I remember when we first came here, Jeti Ben said, "Oh no, we don't want to listen to women like you." And she would go off to the fields without speaking to us. They didn't want to even speak of immunization. Then some people said, "We don't know who these women are or where they come from." They even put thorny bushes in our path, saying we don't want such people. Today, we sit together in this temple, sing together, and discuss health issues and about insurance.
Today, when Mirai Ben and her colleagues speak of the early days, they recall how they started out with a small team. Today, we are reaching out to thousands of women. Without them, our health program would have never taken off.
We workers only know work, work, and more work. We don't even have food to eat. There is drought for 5 years at a stretch. All of this has an impact on our health. That's why we started our health work. And along with our health work, other social security services, childcare, insurance, and housing services.
It is a long road, and there are many obstacles. We take the services to the very doorsteps of women. Our mobile clinic, timely treatment by doctors, and health information for our members. It is a long journey indeed. If we know about our bodies, then we take care of ourselves. But often we need help. Health information is needed by future mothers. The sooner, the better. That's why SEWA started health education with adolescent girls as well, so that our daughters can grow and bloom.
Who are our adolescent girls? They are girls from 12 to 18 years of age. As a girl grows, her body changes and she begins her periods. Do you know what we need to do at this time?
When we participated in the training program, we learned so many new things which we didn't know earlier. Now we'll share this new information with other girls in our village so that they can learn too.
This knowledge opens new vistas, brings new winds of change. And along with adolescent girls training, how can we forget women's health education?
When you pull out the child from the lake, make the child lie face down and raise the chest and torso. Then pat on the back firmly so that the water in the lungs comes out at once. Then keep the child wrapped up warmly.
Women who took such training did not know how useful it was to be. Champaben was washing clothes at the village pond. Some children were playing nearby. Then the children began splashing about in the water. Who can stop them from having fun? They didn't hear the shouts of Champaben. Champaben's son Navgan got separated from his friends. They feared the worst. Champaben pulled the child out of the water. She was afraid. But suddenly she remembered her health training and calmed herself. She began doing what she learned. Sewa's training came in handy to save her son and her hopes.
When we speak with women on health and health issues, how can we leave out their menfolk? So we started a men's cooperative for health education of men and boys.
Kashiram Bhai sets off for health training with men and boys.
SEWA started out with health training for its members. When we men saw this health education, we used to listen and then became more interested. We asked for health training too. We said we need this education as well. That's why we asked for this training.
Men from far-off villages come to this training.
Who is responsible for determining whether a girl or a boy is to be born? Women have XX chromosomes and men have XY. When these combine, we get a boy or a girl. These are different photos of patients with mouth cancer.
Just as rising prices have spread to our villages, so have harmful addictive substances like gutka. Young children start taking gutka at an early age, putting themselves at great risk. But who will stop them if their mothers are also addicted?
I used to eat 10 to 15 packets of gutka every day. Then I participated in health training organized by Kashiram Bhai. I learned that gutka causes cancer.
We destroy our own bodies by eating gutka. Other problems also develop. Many children steal money from home to buy gutka. When a boy is 10 years old, he is still a child. From 11 onwards till 18, we are adolescents.
In the temple courtyard, Kashiram Bhai answers many questions of curious adolescents. Today, many boys find answers and new direction.
First, I used to sell alcohol. I earned well. Then I took part in SEWA's health education programs. I began to feel that I should stop selling alcohol. I started a small sweet shop. And that's how I make a living these days.
It doesn't take much for times to change. These days, women's lives are changing, going in new directions. These changes are both of the individual and the collective. SEWA has organized several diagnostic camps which treat women and their families for malaria, childhood diseases, and gynecological problems. Local women, our Agevans, link up with public health services to provide information. Immunization is provided along with antenatal care. There are eye checkups followed by preventive information and treatment. Patients requiring further care are taken for referrals and follow-up care.
આંગળી બોલજો કેટલી છે?
People come from far and wide for these camps, and there is a sense of relief when they leave with the care they need. The doctors who provide their services are also satisfied with the day's work. Women who work in tobacco fields are exposed to nicotine. SEWA began its work on occupational health to protect workers from the many hazards they face. Salt farming, incense stick rolling, and agricultural work. We have studied these occupations and some preventive action has developed. Today, tobacco workers wear gloves as protection. Women pluck the tobacco shoot. A liquid full of nicotine oozes out and enters the body through the skin. This is very toxic. When women go home, they have to start cooking, often with little time even to wash hands properly. And so the nicotine may even affect the whole family.
અમારી જે સંસ્થા છે નેશનલ
Our organization, the National Institute of Occupational Health, does research on workers' health. We do not have a grassroots base, and so we link up with SEWA. For example, when tobacco workers pluck the shoots, nicotine enters their bodies and they suffer from health problems. One has to find out ways to solve these problems. So we developed protective gloves and tested these out with SEWA's help.
કે જે અમે સેવાની મદદથી લોકોને આપેલા છે.
But SEWA's work is not limited to gloves. They deal with general health and other problems and help to sort these out. When SEWA organizers met Amba Ben, they learned she was suffering from a serious problem.
Amba Ben, what did the SEWA organizers from Anand say? They told me to come to the health camp.
Through our diagnostic camp, we found that she had uterine cancer. We took her to Ahmedabad immediately for treatment. She was operated and because of this early detection, returned home. Rupa Ben's cradle was empty because she was childless. After her treatment started at our health camp, she had a child. Today, she is full of smiles. Her cradle swings to and fro with her little one. Sometimes, a woman's eyes are full of the pain she lives with every day. There is violence. The violence that has both physical and mental consequences. And that's how mental illnesses may develop. SEWA's health program tries to address mental illnesses through support and understanding.
After the earthquakes and then communal violence some years ago, we began to work on mental health. We felt the need to focus on this aspect of health by providing information and especially constructive activities to support women in crisis.
Today, despite growing scientific knowledge, some harmful practices persist. People still use the practice of Dharm for treatment. This continues to be a blot on our society. Dharm is used even today as a cure for children. We need to tell people through street plays that we should not use this harmful practice. These plays also provide information on TB, AIDS and other health issues. There are several such programs for health awareness.
We all know that SEWA is a union of women workers.
Our members organize and spread the feeling of sisterhood and trust.
I
am very grateful that you all have come together here today.
SEWA sisters are actively involved in providing services, developing plans, and dealing with various health issues. While getting health information to all is a problem in our villages, in our cities, the poor don't even get basic amenities.
For water, somebody says I am first. Someone else says, no, it's me first. Then there's a fight. We face so many problems without water.
SEWA is organizing such neighborhoods trying to find a way out. We are working with the government for workable solutions.
We are here today because for the past year, our colleagues in Mahila Housing Trust, Varsha Ben and Parul Ben, have been coming here to this Babaji settlement of 150 households. Today, we want to emphasize that if we want water and sanitation services, we must unite. Bijal Ben has told you about the Parivartan program, where water, toilets and sanitation services are provided with the municipal corporation's assistance. But we can only move forward if we save towards these services and work with the municipal corporation.
Through the Parivartan program started by the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, local people get electricity and proper roads along with water, toilets and sanitation services. This is the result of intensive organizing and house-to-house visits. Today, these residents have also learned about green leafy vegetables and their nutritive value. Children too have learned these things. And also about how to maintain personal hygiene and trim nails. This is the first step towards health. But the first step was taken by Ilaben, right here in Shankar Bhavan.
I have many memories associated with this place, Shankar Bhavan. We gave women loans from SEWA Bank. We gave 500 loans to women. Out of these women, 20 died within a span of 2 years. Their loan repayments had stopped. When we inquired about this, we learned that these women had died, 15 of them during childbirth, and they were women from this place, Shankar Bhavan. We were very concerned. We tried to find out where they had delivered, who had assisted them during childbirth. We learned that they all had home births by midwives or dais. These dais were quite old and not very skilled. Some of the dais couldn't see very well. That's why we thought of starting dai training. And then we tried to improve women's nutrition through education and providing ghee for extra calories during pregnancy.
SEWA has started a special training program for dais, where, along with their traditional knowledge, they get new information on midwifery and primary health care.
This is our Daishala. As a result of our training, I have learnt a lot from our Dai sisters. Doctors and nurses encourage them in their work, especially for referring pregnant women well in time. They also get practical training in big hospitals in the cities.
Our gynecological and pediatric departments provide training in simple language, and they get practical training and first-hand experience. This builds up their confidence and their faith in themselves and their abilities.
Women plan, manage and use their own health services and program. Then one day they are able to enjoy the fruits of their own labor. Their Seva sisters, who help them organize and reach this point, are also present to celebrate with and encourage them further. They are delighted to get their certificates in full view of doctors, public health nurses and their colleagues. They now have certificates from their Shala, which has accreditation from the government. There is also the story of struggle and success of our Seva sister Chanchi, who had little to look forward to in her life.
I was an agricultural laborer. I was very poor.
When she remembers those days, her eyes fill with tears.
Now I feel I should call this my Seva or my mother's home or my in-laws' home. But I can say this for sure. Seva lit up my life. I have nothing or no one else in my life. Seva's organizers came and slowly involved me in health training. They taught me the names of medicines and diseases and about our bodies.
With Seva's support, Chanchi Ben soon forgot her own struggles. Instead, she involved herself in serving others, helping those in need. Chanchi Ben's work begins at daybreak. She walks for miles and helps many. And today, she is invited to provide care in homes whose threshold she once dared not cross. They seek her help and care, her support, counsel and healing touch. They have complete trust in her, take her medicines and ask her to bless their little ones.
First, people called me Chanchi. Today they call me Chanchi Ben, sister, doctor. There is a world of difference now in how they all treat me.
Seva helped Chanchi Ben build a new life for herself. But there is still far to go. There is still so much to do, so many lives to change. Come, let's work together with Seva's healing touch.